Today, I'm going to be going through exactly what I do as a coach. I'm going to be talking about how to stop feeling unfulfilled and depressed in life and how to gain confidence and purpose in just a short amount of time, in just a short amount of steps. I'm going to show you how I do that with clients. Let's go ahead and get into it. This is exciting. So, what I want to share with you, as I said, are the steps to gaining confidence and energy to live a fulfilled life and to find that purpose in your life and what that looks like. And there's going to be 8 steps that I go through with people to make sure that this happens. Okay, who is this for actually? I work with Christian men primarily, but I've worked with a wide variety of people, male and female. Really, coaching is for anyone, but that's who I definitely reach out to. It's for those people who feel trapped by anxiety and self-doubt in themselves, fear of rejection, fear of failure. Those who feel lost in their life and don't feel connected with God or other people. It's for those who are tired of not being excited about life, not feeling fulfilled, not even being able to wake up and want to be awake. It's for those who have a great life maybe, and they have support in their life, but they're still depressed and unhappy, and they have no idea why. It's also for those who have tried a lot of programs in the past, but haven't been able to stay healthy consistently or stay joyful. It's for those who don't have enough energy to do everything that they have to do. They're so busy with work, working out and eating healthy, taking care of their family, playing with their kids, connecting with their spouse, being a part of church and different volunteer things. They just don't have the energy to do it, but they want to. And it's for anyone in the United States or honestly across the world. These steps and the coaching I do online, you can use anytime, anywhere, and they're going to help you stay motivated and double your energy, find fulfillment and confidence in your life. Okay, so here's what we're going to cover through this video today. 1, I'm going to talk to you about the only way to get what you want, the only way to make something happen. 2 is who I am and why you should even listen to what I'm saying to you and what I'm showing you. Also, how to shift your mindset from a common mindset to a new mindset that's going to give you constant control over yourself and your situation. I'm not saying your future, but yourself and your situation. And you can create a new way of being that stays with you for the rest of your life. Okay? Again, I'm going to show you the 8 key steps that my clients and myself have learned and are constantly applying and working on that have us and them living a confident and healthy life with purpose in a consistent and enjoyable way. And they're going to be feeling joyful, loved, at peace, and unafraid. That's how they're feeling. That's how I'm feeling. It's constant, but I'm going to show you how to do that. And then 5, I have a free gift for you at the end that's worth $100 that will start you down the path towards confidence and purpose. And I'll share with you once we get to the end what that is. So again, basically this is everything you need to know so that you don't have to worry about food anymore. You can put your attention where you want it to be. You can take control of your stress and anxiety and depression. You can have confidence and purpose in your life when you wake up every single day. And also how to feel fulfilled in your health, your career, your finances, relationships, and connection to God. I want to show you how to do that. Those are the 5 big areas of life. And I want to show you because it sucks to have to hope that things will work out, to guess as to whether this will help or whether it won't, and to always have that constant fear of failure and not being sure about it. Okay, so here's some rules for today's training, today's video. This is not a get healthy quick system. So this is the first thing I wanted to cover. This is how you're going to achieve what you want. You will have to put in the work to achieve the results you will see from, I'm going to give you some examples of some of the other clients I've had. It's not a diet or an exercise program, nothing like that. You don't need those. This is not how to force yourself to do things that you don't like or enjoy. What you find out is that it's all about figuring out what you do enjoy, what does give you joy, what does give you fulfillment and purpose, and then going towards those things. And it's actually amazing going for those because you want them so badly. It's not going to be terrible to do it. And then you must be willing to change. You must be willing to commit, again, put in the work, but commit to it in your mind and in your heart and willing to do what it takes to figure this out for good and to change for good, okay? And to constantly be putting in the work. It's not going to be you start and then you finish. It's a constant struggle throughout your whole life. And the people that you're going to hear from in just a minute they're from anywhere and any type of situation. They're hardworking entrepreneurs, they're business owners, parents, spouses, people who are stuck or were stuck, who put in the effort and did the work to get out of it. So the results are totally up to you, totally up to the commitment and the importance to following through. Okay? So I can show you the way, but you got to actually make it happen. You got to walk it. Obviously with God's help, but you got to commit to it. Okay? So does this sound like you? Do you feel lost and depressed and don't see a way out? Do you know what to do but are afraid of failing if you even tried it, so you just don't? Maybe some months you're motivated and you're taking care of yourself, you're doing good, and then the other months you struggle staying consistent, being motivated, you feel depressed, feel unfulfilled. Do you see other people who are energetic, confident, fulfilled, happy all around and wonder how they are doing it? And sometimes these people were in the exact same place that you were. Are you working hard in your business, in your life, taking care of others? You're too busy to do anything for yourself though. And that just leaves you feeling burnt out and unfulfilled in your life. Or are you told you need to do diets, take medication, put everyone else first, stop complaining, or this is just the way it is? And I'm telling you it's not. I'm telling you it doesn't have to be this way. But is that what you constantly hear? Do you feel like the more you are told what to do by people in your life, it only leads to more time, more money lost, less excitement and joy, feeling of burnout and overall dissatisfaction the more things you try to do, the more people you listen to? And do you believe 100% that you will fail before you even start? And you can't seem to be consistent and stay motivated? And are you doubting that you can actually work this out? Are you going to tell me like, I'm not worth it, I'm a lost cause, you can't help me? If you're in that place, I want to talk to you and I need you to commit to making a change because it can happen and it has happened. Okay, so if this is you, I'm going to show you where the problem lies and how to fix it. So here's the truth. You're stuck in the common mindset of repetition, blaming others, blaming God, finding excuses, finding fulfillment in like earthly things, focusing on what you don't have or what you didn't do, and focusing on depriving yourself from finding joy. And you feel like you have to control every single thing, which isn't possible. And you also are looking for quick fixes. Okay, that's the common mindset. And you haven't moved into the new mindset of making healthy living with food and exercise in every area of your life, making it simple and enjoyable. Not a chore, not something that's super upsetting to you. Taking responsibility for yourself and your life, for your emotions, for your reactions, for what's happening around you and your actions. Controlling, there it is, controlling our actions and reactions. Again, taking responsibility of those and not blaming others. Focusing on what you do have instead of what you don't have. Appreciating the people that you have instead of being upset at the people that you don't have. Trusting God with everything. Trusting God with your future instead of trying to control every single little thing. And then building lasting health in every area of life. Constantly. So again, no beginning, no end. It's a constant journey that you're working on your health and your sinful nature and all these things. Okay, so once you move into that new mindset, you will have control over what you can control, over the way you act and how you feel. You will feel more freedom and confidence in the future. Your life will become much more simple and easy to manage. You will be able to have confidence in taking care of your body consistently. You can do all of this without dieting, without extreme exercising, without supplements or medication. Obviously, there might be a rare exception for medication. And I want to show you, you're also going to be able to take down that invisible wall that you hit. So it won't hold you back anymore because you will know where it comes from and how to break it down. You'll know why you can't succeed. And you will finally have a new way of thinking and behaving that actually opens you up to all these new possibilities and gives you confidence to follow through with anything that happens. And you're going to do all of this while actually enjoying the process and gaining more motivation and feeling present in the moment instead of living in the future or the past, which will give you fulfillment as well. Okay? This means that you can stop worrying about what to eat, how you look, how you feel, what people are thinking, whether you will fail, and start having freedom to love yourself, to love God, and to love others, which is so beautiful. Okay, so what is that common mindset exactly, and why is it broken? Let me break it down a lot more clearly now. So only focusing on food and exercise to become healthy instead of all the other areas of your life and the other issues, because you need all of it to get attention to actually be healthy. Broken common mindset is not opening up about your challenges and issues that you're going through and just keeping them to yourself, keeping them locked away, trying to figure out everything on your own, even though nothing has worked. We need support. Turning to medications only instead of resolving the underlying causes. Changing tons in your life way too quickly and becoming overwhelmed. It's the small changes that are going to make the biggest change. Trying the cheapest and fastest programs without planning for what happens after. Just going for that quick fix. Strict meal plans that focus on what you can't eat and not enjoying working on your health. And again, trying to control everything in your life and not turning to prayer and trust and building that connection to God. Okay, that's the common mindset. And I've seen hundreds of people while working at the gym and as a coach try program after program, hate the process, not get the results they want, not be able to maintain the results easily without stressing about it, not focusing on the other areas of their life that were suffering, and that all just leads to more time lost and more frustration. And a big reason, I'm going to say it again, a big reason they didn't get results is because they were ignoring the other issues in their lives and not giving attention to those areas, maybe relationships or connection to God. But the ones who make a switch into that new mindset I described are going to have more confidence, more freedom, motivation, and energy without it being difficult. Okay. So over the last 10 months, I've applied these 8 key steps to myself, a ton to myself, and to over 30 clients to help them gain confidence and double their energy, find fulfillment and purpose so that they can live a fulfilled and joyful life, be present, and take care of other people. So I'm going to show you those 8 steps and how they work. It's finally time. It can be the time for you to stop worrying about your health, gain confidence, freedom, peace, and joy. So you're going to love these 8 key steps, and I'll show you. But why would you listen to me? Let me just go through this real quick. I'm a certified health and life coach through Health Coach Institute. I've worked with over 30 clients from different states in the United States, talked to people overseas as well. Bachelor's degree in exercise science, a little bit of background. I used to manage a gym, and I've worked personally with hundreds of people in different fitness jobs on their health and well-being inside and outside the gym. We talk about everything. Started coaching by Bilo in 2018 to keep doing what I've enjoyed doing my entire life. I honestly feel like I've been doing this for 12 years, so that's why I feel so confident doing it. But it's helping people to find joy and confidence and purpose. And I've been hired by all of the above: business owners, entrepreneurs, anyone else, parents, husbands, regular 8-to-5 people, to help balance their lives and help them to have the motivation and energy to do it all, to work hard, to feel fulfilled and joyful, be healthy in their body, but every area of their life, and connect to God and take care of their loved ones. I've spoken at conferences and gyms on how to kick the sugar habit, and my favorite, how to prioritize yourself to love others. Why it's so important to prioritize yourself to take care of other people. I've been featured on a couple TV stations as a coach, and I've been in Christian education for 15 years of my life, 15 and a half years, and did a very in-depth study. So that gives me the confidence, of course, to help guide you through God's word. And that's a big part of it. Okay, here's just some pictures of some of the things I've been a part of, people I've gotten to work with. It's a lot of fun. Okay, and here's just some recommendations from people, just because I don't need to only talk about myself from myself. I want to use other people's words who have recommended me and what I do. So I'll just throw some of those up on there. Here's Danielle. She did one of my programs. Zach, awesome guy, just encouraging people to work with me. David, appreciate all of these awesome comments. Some of my clients that was having just a fantastic day working with me. So, I mean, I've done it. I love doing it. People see it. Just wanted to show that I've done this with people. And here's some more examples. So here's my good friend Derek. We got to work together, and the quote I pulled out from our testimonial, and you can ask me if you want to see that. He says, "My negative thoughts don't overwhelm me anymore and paralyze me. I am opened up to a lot more peace." And that's just beautiful to have peace. And here's some other things he said. "I can make the choice to react a certain way. My negative thoughts, again, don't overwhelm me and paralyze me. I am not alone. I can open up to people. I am opened up to a lot more peace. I don't feel nervous about each day. I really want to connect more with friends and family and make more time for people. And I get so much energy and happiness talking to people I know." So really, he's built that connection and that desire to have connection with people and find joy that way. Here's another awesome guy, Bowie. The quote I pulled out, "I am confident in myself and that whatever I set out to do, I know that I am going to reach it." That's just amazing. And when I was asking him to talk about it, he says, "It's mind-boggling. I'm looking forward to finding out how high I am able to reach because I don't have barriers to stop me." What a cool feeling. I have the confidence and motivation to do what I want to do for myself and for my loved ones. You mentioned that. And after going through all of this, I noticed a lot more and become aware of all the people around me and the negative thoughts that people have. And he wants to lift up others around him now because that used to be him. So now he just wants to share that and bring that into other people's lives, which is awesome. Here's Sarah. Like I said, I don't only work with men, I've worked with females as well, but she says, "The confidence I gained helped to shape my daily thinking." Here's just kind of the story of how we met and how she's aware of how everything affects her body and her health. Being aware and having that confidence every single day is what creates lasting change. Here's Danae. She says, "I have a new level of freedom and confidence that I will make it through anything." So she had struggled with anxiety for most of her life and just feeling out of control, feeling like she didn't have enough. She wasn't doing enough for the world, for her family, and she was overwhelmed and she felt trapped. And so she didn't really take care of herself because she wanted to try to take care of everyone else. And once she shifted her mindset to focusing on herself and being aware of what was going on, knowing what she could control, she has that freedom and confidence to break through anything. She looks forward to what's next and what could be next. Okay. So cool. And here's just another example. Jessamine, I didn't work with her as long, but she says, "First time I have been able to stick to something and not feel deprived." Here we did a little bit more of focus on food and health and exercise, but really it was the mindset. It was the mindset shift that makes all the difference. She says, "Not only was my new lifestyle change about food, but it was also about self-care and self-love." Her self-doubt and negative thoughts were turned into positivity and actually appreciate messing up and having failures in life because that's when you're going to learn the most about yourself and how to move forward. So she was a blessing to me, just as she said at the end there that I've been to her, and I really enjoyed it. So that's just the start of it. I'm currently working with people and we're looking to work with more and more. And over the past 10 months, I've turned my focus from fitness coaching to this health and life coaching field so that people can have tons of motivation and energy to take action and take care of others in their life and also make it a natural behavior. I want it to be simple and sustainable to take care of yourself and take care of the people around you and have that joy and go for it. Okay, so here's the 8 key steps in detail that I want to show you. First one, building your foundation. You have to have a solid foundation to build off of to make any lasting progress. So here's what it looks like. We're going to set up specific long-term goals to figure out exactly what you want to achieve, what it looks like, what it feels like, what's going on around you when you actually achieve that, and why it's so important to you, who's going to be influenced. We're going to determine what your biggest motivators are for actually following through and changing from where you are right now, because it has to be a 10 out of 10. It has to be so important that you're going to make it happen no matter what. You're going to commit to it so that what I teach you, you can follow through with. You're going to learn how to change your environment to support this shift in mindset and what you're working towards so that following through becomes easier. You're going to figure out exactly how your new character acts, thinks, and behaves to start becoming that person. So it's not what I want you to become. You have to tell me exactly who you want to be, how you want to act, what do you want to feel, what does that look like, because that's how we know how to go for it and exactly how to get there. And then we're going to clear the clutter in your life that keeps getting in the way and holding you back from following through. And then anchoring everything into prayer and praise every single day to really put your mind and your heart and your motivation and your purpose where it needs to be. And that's on God's word and living a Christ-like life. Okay. 2, doubling your energy. This is so huge because if you have a ton of energy, it's going to be a lot easier to follow through and stay motivated. Okay, so we're going to figure out which foods are good for you and which ones are bad. So what that looks like is we're finding food that's meant for fuel. We're not going to do diet this or diet that. We're going to make it be super simple because food is for fuel. We eat it for energy, not necessarily for pleasure. Okay, that's just the benefit. So which foods are going to give you energy? Which ones take away your energy? We're going to surround you with those and take a deeper look as to what your body is telling you your body wants. We're going to start building a healthy relationship to food as well. So you can enjoy food instead of focusing on deprivation and what you don't get to have. You focused on all the great, amazing foods that give you energy. And after that, we're going to begin to touch on specific meals and when you eat during the day and make it very clear as to what your body's telling you. And then adding in movement and exercise that you enjoy. Again, that you enjoy, not that you have to do, and you look forward to doing each week. So if that's walking, if that's biking, if that's swimming once a week, then that's okay. That's movement. That's an anchor. It's going to be simple. 3rd, dealing with stress. So most programs are so focused on what to eat, and they don't give you direction on all the other aspects, which are just as important. Those aspects are, if you were to change how you eat your food, so how quickly and in what manner, when and why you're eating your food, is it for energy or just for comfort, emotional support, where you're eating your food, who you are when you eat, whether you're stressed or relaxed. That's such a huge one because if you're stressed when you eat food, you're not even digesting it. You're just storing it as fat. It's just as important. You're going to have amazing results even if you change just those things and you keep eating the same food. So that's super important. And you will ultimately become more aware of what your body wants, what it needs. You're going to be able to listen to it and know how to best satisfy your body personally. That gives you so much energy and makes you feel great. You're also going to learn how to turn on your metabolism in 2 minutes instead of trying to time your meals or doing fasting or anything like that. Just 2 minutes to turn on your metabolism. And then we're going to really dive deep into stress, where your stressors are coming from, how to change the conditions around it so that you're able to relax quickly throughout the chaos of the day and so that you are able to be more productive and focused, lose more weight, burn your food, and be happier. You're going to be able to relax and slow down. Trust me. You're not going to have to schedule it. You're just going to be relaxed all day. 4th, building confidence and routine. So here we're looking directly at where all the sabotage is coming from in your life, whether it's from the people and the environment around you or from yourself, and it's usually both. You're going to learn how to recognize what that sabotage looks like and how to deal with it, both in current situations and when it comes up in the future. You're going to be able to understand what's blocking you from following through, what thoughts are holding you back, and how to shift your mindset so that you're open to more in your life. And at this point, we're going to start creating new thoughts and habits that are beneficial and supportive. And we're going to make that enjoyable for you to keep doing those habits so that you want to. Okay. 5, living a fulfilled life. So Here we're going to look at specific cravings, where they come from, and really prove to you that your cravings and listening to your body, they're both a good thing. Because when we don't need energy, our body doesn't need us to fulfill cravings with food, yet we often do. But our body might be wanting personal touch from a spouse. Our body might be wanting excitement, and we don't need to get that from food if we're not looking for fuel. We can get that from playing with our kids. Okay, so we're going to make a list of all the things that excite you and give you pleasure, adventure, relaxation, comfort, and love, so you can go to those instead of emotional eating. Okay, and then we're going to look at all those 5 big areas of your life. And so relationships, career, connection to God, money, environment, food, movement, all these things. We're going to take a deep look at what that looks like in your life, which areas are really low and lacking the attention, so that we can start pouring in some energy there to make you start feeling fulfilled, okay? So here's what it looks like when we go through that. Here's the wheel of life, one of my favorite exercises to do with people. You're going to make a wheel, a dot on the lines where you feel satisfied or dissatisfied. You're going to connect them all, and then we're going to be able to clearly see which one area we can start focusing on. That's going to make a huge difference in your life. Okay, 6, creating freedom. That's such a cool word. So this first part here is just, that's how our bodies work. We have our programming, which is what we're taught by other people, by ourselves, by our environment, all growing up. It forms our programming, our belief system. And then our belief system from our programming forms our behaviors. We act on our beliefs. So our beliefs create our behaviors. Our behaviors are our actions over and over again. And our actions obviously create our results. So if we have negative thoughts in our programming and beliefs that are holding us back from what we want, we're never going to move forward. So we have to figure out where those come from, really pull those up, and then figure out how to change them. We're going to change them together so that you have new beliefs that give you the ability to change your reality and your present. Okay? We're going to create new ones. 7, being open to more. So let's just go for more. We often limit ourselves to what we can achieve in life. It's time to take, here we're going to be proud of what you've accomplished. We're going to acknowledge and appreciate everything that you do and have done in a short amount of time. But you're going to be doing that every single day. You're going to be doing that every single week, not just on step 7 here. But we really want to take time to always appreciate what you have done, no matter how big, no matter how small the thing. And then we're also going to start rolling that over into other people. We're going to appreciate and love others and what they do, so that you can build a natural mindset of appreciation and joy every single day. Having a mindset of abundance instead of deprivation. We're going to write out some new guidelines and beliefs for how you naturally take care of yourself as behaviors. And that's your new foundation. And then we're going to push you to do more. We're going to look at each of those 5 big areas of life again with a separate wheel for each one, really diving deep into that area. We're going to create new action steps and new ways to give attention to those areas and grow them and grow your life. And finally, 8 is striving for excellence. So not being satisfied with just being okay or moderate, but always looking to grow, to continue, to change. So with this new foundation that you made on step 7 of taking care of yourself that we've built and that you've built, you're going to have awesome motivation and energy and be in the perfect position because of that to grow, learn, be your best, love God more, love others more, start teaching other people how to do this. And the sky's the limit. You're going to push past your horizons and these restrictions that you put on yourself. And we're going to create new goals to shoot for and help you get there. So, it's awesome. It's such a cool 8-step system, and I apply it to myself all the time and everyone that I work with, and it's beautiful. So there is a shortcut. There's an easier way, and it's with mentorship from someone who has a proven system like this, key steps, and then also continuous support and accountability, which is priceless. Having someone there always to hold you up to where you want to go and pushing you to get there if you really want to commit. So remember, Derek how he was able to get rid of those negative thoughts, most of those negative thoughts, because they're not overwhelming him anymore or stopping him. He's opened up to so much more peace and joy and connection with other people. Bowie, he's confident in himself and he doesn't feel like he has barriers anymore to hold him back. He's just excited to grow and set his mind to whatever he wants, but then also to lift other people up with what he's learned. Sarah, having that confidence in all her daily thinking and being aware of how everything affects her body and her health so that she can really take care of herself, so that she can best take care of everyone around her. And Danae having that new level of freedom and confidence to break through that anxiety that she's had, to let go of control and trust, and then also start being super present and not overwhelmed or depressed in her family life or in her work life. And then Jessamine having that positive mindset, getting rid of that negativity and self-doubt that was holding her back, and using that as strength, using that as power, so that she messes up and she takes the positive knowledge out of that. Whew. Okay, so you basically have two options at this point, how I see it. The first option is to just keep going at it alone or to give up. Hope, guess, pray, whatever you want to call it. Spend thousands of or $10,000s of dollars figuring this stuff out for yourself, spending thousands of dollars on trying different gyms, different diets, different programs, different counselors, medications, prescriptions, which all of those in and of itself are not bad, but I don't want another 5 to 10 years to go by without any excitement or fulfillment in your life or finding out what your purpose is. Not fun. Second option, get support. Learn a proven system from someone who's been applying it and has turned this approach into a simple and effective 8-week program, 8-step, 8-week program. And I do the same things in my life and health as my clients do in theirs. I'm just constantly practicing what I preach, and it works. And I see this as a problem, and that's why I'm so passionate about doing it in this way too, where I can offer it to you. That's why I got certified. So I think if you're smart, you pick option 2 and decide to work with me. So here's what you are in for in terms of result and speed. Basically, like I said, it's an 8-week program, and health is a constant journey. So you're always going to have that continuous support and accountability, but those 8 steps create that foundation to grow. Okay, so if that sounds like you and you would want to love being healthy, make it easy and enjoyable, have motivation, energy, excitement, joy, fulfillment, peace, then here's the special surprise I have for you. I'm offering a free strategy session with me personally. So normally to get me on a regular session would cost you well over $100 an hour. And that's why I say it's worth that. But since you stay to the end of this, and since you're watching this, listening to me, I'm offering this free gift to you personally. And we'll spend roughly 45 minutes together. Honestly, it's 45 minutes all the way to like an hour and a half. I'm lenient with my time because I want to talk to you about this stuff. We should be excited about what we get to do on this earth. We're going to start to figure out exactly what your challenges and beliefs are that are holding you back. So what your current situation is, and then what you'd like to be experiencing. I want to know exactly what you want, so then we can determine exactly how to make that happen, how to bridge the gap and create action around it. Okay, so who is this for? It's for the people who feel lost and depressed and don't see a way out. It's for the people who know what to do but are afraid of failing if they tried. It's for someone who does good sometimes and then struggles the rest of the time. It's for people who are doing everything and then they just feel burnt out and unfulfilled in their life. It's for people who aren't excited about life and they feel stuck. It's for people who have tried programs or medications in the past but haven't been able to feel fulfilled or joyful consistently. It's for those who maybe do have a great life and support but still for some reason feel depressed and unfulfilled and lost. And anyone in the world again. So I need to tell you who it's not for though. It's for people who like the idea of feeling fulfilled and having purpose, but are not committed to trying. You need to want it because I can't force you to do anything. That's not fun, it's not enjoyable, and it won't work. It's not for people who love making excuses and complaining about how hard life is and how it's other people's fault that you can't change more, that you can't change. and they'd rather blame other people than taking responsibility. You do have to take responsibility and commit to this. It's for people who are stuck just gathering information but aren't ready to take any action and finally have that confidence and purpose. And it's for people who still think you need to do a diet or a fitness program in order to be healthy. And it's not for anyone who want a quick fix, because there's no such thing. Small changes. So I receive over 15 applications or so a month. So out of this, I generally only do calls with a few students who really want a change. So to qualify for your strategy session with me, I'm going to make sure that you're a perfect fit for me and that I'm a perfect fit for you. And then we'll decide what happens after that. So I'm going to tell you right now, working with me is not cheap, but I'll be helping you work towards health and joy and peace in all areas of your life and having confidence and purpose in yourself. Okay? If you're finally ready to have some confidence, to take action, to take care of others as best as you can, then we will be a perfect match together and it'll work. You need to be different in attitude and desire to all the other people and applications that I take in. If you want it bad enough and are willing to commit, do the work, we'll be a perfect fit. And if you're ready to finally make a life-changing decision and feel joy and connection again, then we will be a perfect fit and it will work. Okay? But if you're going to apply for your strategy session with me and not show up and not be willing to invest in yourself or make a change in your life, then you might not even get this chance again. So, I'm looking for men, work with women as well, but primarily men who want to feel confident, fulfilled, and at peace. If after your strategy session with me that we do on the phone, I can see that you want this and are willing to make a change, then we can start working together. And if you're not, then I'll let you know. So schedule a time, fill out the application when you schedule a time, and let's get on a call and make this happen. This is your life. It goes quickly. It can be gone in an instant, and you have a purpose, and you can have this confidence. Trust me, it's worked. It's happened. Let's make this happen.